Welcome to the Fitness Beginner Podcast, where we help you take the first steps on your fitness journey. Whether you're new to working out or you're looking to get back into it, we've got you covered with tips, tricks, and inspiration to help you reach your goals. So grab your workout gear and let's get started. All right, and we are live. Welcome back with Murphy Mac to another episode of the Fitness Beginner Podcast. I know what y'all are thinking. Why am I going live right now? Today is Saturday. Normally I do the podcast on Monday. Well, I'm doing it early this week because I'm not going to be able to do it on Monday. I'm pretty much booked up Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this coming all week. And tomorrow is Father's Day, so I'll be booked up all day tomorrow as well. So I figured I'd go ahead and get on here today and do the podcast for y'all. That way we can still get it uploaded by Monday. So y'all still have a podcast for the week. So that's why we're on here today doing the podcast. Sometimes you got to be flexible when you can't fit things in your schedule. So here we are. With that being said, hope y'all having a great weekend so far. Hope y'all have good plans for your fathers tomorrow. Y'all can spend some time with them and enjoy the day. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into the podcast. Today's topic, we're going to talk about swimming. I've never swam before in my life until I started training for a triathlon, and it was a very humbling experience. All I remember about swimming is like as a kid, you would just swim in the pool and you wouldn't really swimming for laps. You were just hanging out, swimming with your buddies. You wasn't actually like trying to do exercise. But when first time I ever tried to do exercise, it was a whole new world for me. Like I didn't know what to do, and it was tough. I've grown to. I still don't like it, honestly. I ain't gonna lie, but I've gotten better at it a lot. So that's why I wanted to talk about it today because I've learned a lot about swimming in the past few months. But before we hop into that topic, I'm gonna give y'all the quick tip for the week. And that quick tip is it's a pretty basic tip this week, but it's so underrated. It's where most people mess up. But the quick tip is just be consistent. I mean, I know that's obvious. Like, oh, you don't have to give me that tip. We already know that. Yeah. But like when I say be consistent, I don't mean go to the gym 6 days a week and work out as hard as you can for an hour and a half every single day. Like, yeah, that's consistent, but you don't have to overdo it like that. Just be consistent. Like set realistic goals for yourself and be consistent on those goals. If you know you can only go to the gym for 30 minutes for 3 days a week, just be consistent with those 3 days a week. Like if you said you was gonna work out for 30 minutes today, then just do that 30 minutes. Like it's not that hard. Be consistent. Don't try to be a bodybuilder in there every day of the week. You don't have to do that. Just make sure you set realistic goals for yourself. Don't try to overdo it, especially when you're a beginner. You don't need to do that many days. It's not that serious. Find something that you can be consistent with and and then stick with that. It's not that hard. So yeah, that's my quick little tip for the week. Just be consistent. Stay on top of your goals. Y'all got this. Now we're hopping into the main topic of the podcast, which is swimming for beginners. Title of the podcast: the best cardio exercise or the best exercise in general that you never knew existed or that you never have heard of. Well, not have heard of. You all heard of it, but you didn't know it was a good exercise. Because I didn't know this. When I first started swimming, I had no clue how good of an exercise swimming was. I had no clue how hard swimming was until I actually tried it myself. So there's several benefits of swimming, and we're going to get into those in the podcast. There's not many drawbacks of swimming. Yeah, there are a few. We're going to talk about those too, but it's mainly positives. If you never swim, I highly suggest you try it, especially if you're trying to like lose weight, tone up, get in shape, or if you're just tired of doing the same old running every day and you want to do something different, give swimming a try. It's completely different. It's not natural at all. Like you have to work at it. You have to practice it. You have to develop your technique to get halfway decent at it. I've been doing it for months now, and I still suck at swimming. I really do. I'll just be honest. But I've learned a lot, and I've grown to respect the sport of swimming a lot. So I want to enlighten y'all about what I've learned in my past few months about swimming. So we're going to talk about all things swimming, like pros and cons of it, who should do it, who shouldn't do it, why you should do it, when you should do it. We're going to talk about all those things, and let's go ahead, hop into it. So first and foremost, just a few benefits. Benefits of swimming. It's just One, it's a full body workout. You're getting a full body workout every time you swim because it takes pretty much every muscle to pull you through the water. Number two, it's a low impact exercise, meaning it's not very like hard on your muscles and not hard on your body. It's not going to make you super, super sore. Number three, it's a great cardiovascular exercise. So if you're a big cardio person, like you like to do running or biking or anything like that, swimming is basically the same thing. Number four is good for your weight management. It'll help you lose weight. It's a very good workout, so you're burning lots of calories while you do it. Next, it improves your flexibility. When you swim, you want to be long. You want to lengthen your body, so you're stretching your body out. It's going to improve flexibility. Number six is stress relief. When you're swimming, it has this kind of calming effect. Once you kind of develop that technique and you don't feel like you're drowning, you'll get this calming effect. It's going to reduce stress levels. Number seven, increase muscle strength. So as we know, swimming is not just cardio, it's also like a workout. You're actually working your muscles because water is more dense than air. So when you move through the water, you're having to put more effort into it than if you were just walking or something. So increase muscle strength. Number eight, enhanced lung function. I mean, obviously you're not breathing while you're swimming, or you are breathing, but you're breathing in and out while you're swimming. So this is going to improve lung function. Number nine, better coordination, better balance. You're going to develop a nice stroke. You're going to develop a breathing technique. This is going to help you build that coordination, that balance that you need just for everyday life. And then number 10, for rehabilitation purposes. So people use water as like not therapy, but like physical therapy a lot of times. When you have like an injury or surgery or something, they'll use water or swimming to help kind of rehabilitate those injuries. So that's just a few like quick benefits of swimming. I mean, we'll probably hit on a few of those again throughout the podcast, but let's hop into the pros of swimming. So pros of swimming is that swimming is very versatile. It can be adaptive to various fitness levels. So yeah, you can be an elite level Olympic swimmer, or you can be a complete newbie like I was, and you can't even swim across the pool one time, because that's how I started. So you don't have to be able to swim like Michael Phelps just to see the benefits from swimming. So it's pretty versatile. Another way it's versatile is that you can do swimming in open water, you can do swimming in the pool, you can do swimming in a lake, in the ocean, wherever. And another thing is swimming is suitable for all ages, for people of all ages, male, female, it don't matter. Kids can swim, middle-aged people can swim, older people can swim, it don't matter. And then also there's a social aspect to swimming. There's lots of swim clubs, group classes, things like this that you can do in your local gyms or YMCA or wherever you have a local pool at. A lot of times they'll have some kind of group classes or training that you can do. And then also the pool is very cool. And by cool, I mean temperature cool. So if it's hot as all get out outside and you don't want to go swimming, I mean, you don't want to go running when it's 100 degrees outside, guess what? You can get a good workout in the pool and you won't be that hot because you're in water. So it's it's nice when it's summertime outside. You can get a good exercise in the water instead of sweating your butt off running down the street. So it's good for the summer months. Not necessarily as good for the winter months unless you're going to train inside. Like if you have an indoor pool, then that works too when it's cold. But if it's wintertime, you probably don't want to jump in the lake or jump in the ocean because it'll be freezing. All right, so we're going to hop into some of the cons of swimming. A con is just having access to a pool. Not everybody has access to a swimming pool, access to a natural body of water. They may not be readily available for everyone to swim. Luckily, I have a YMCA in the city I'm from that I can swim in. Other than that, there's really nowhere to open water swim around my area. Like there's not. I mean, we have creeks in my area, but there's tons and tons of alligators in the creek. So if you go swim in there, you may just get eaten by an alligator. And we're pretty close to the beach, which you can open water swim in the beach, but once again, there's sharks all in there, and the beach is very dangerous with rip currents and stuff like that. So you gotta be very careful, especially if you can't really swim by yourself. If you're gonna do that, you need somebody to go with you. So pretty much the only access to a pool I have is at the YMCA, And it's not even an Olympic sized pool. It's only like 25 yards. I make do with what I got. It's not ideal, but it works. There are some potential risks when it comes to swimming. Obviously, the main one is drowning. You can drown swimming, but hopefully, you would practice your technique and stuff before you try to do anything crazy in the pool. Start in a shallow end. There could be any other kind of accidents, like if you don't practice your proper safety precautions, like running around the edge of the pool where it's wet, you make it slip and fall, or you could dive in the pool and hit your head on the bottom of the pool, like things like that. That's not good. Some more challenges when it comes to swimming are people that have like water related phobias or discomfort in the water. Honestly, I think you can get over these. Like if you want to swim, you can get over these and you can start getting better at them. So once you, I ain't gonna lie, when I first started swimming, I was kind of scared of it too. But as I gotten better and improved on my technique and stuff, those kind of went away. Like I'm not necessarily scared to jump in the open water or anything anymore and swim long distances. So I think a water like kind of phobia is pretty normal for most people, especially beginners, because you don't a lot of times, especially if you're in open water, because you can't see what's under the water. If you're not so much in the pool, but definitely out in open water, it's a little scary. I'm not even gonna lie. And then another downside of swimming in the pool is the chlorine in the pool it may cause skin like damage, or it may irritate your skin or maybe even your hair. So that's another downside of swimming in the pool with a lot of chlorine and chemicals in it. But your boy is bald headed, so I don't really care about messing up my hair. You know what I'm saying? But all you women out there, I know that could be an issue. So next we're gonna hop into why you should swim. Well, first and foremost, all those benefits that I named off at the beginning of the podcast, that's why you should swim. But just in general, there's so many overall like health benefits when it comes to swimming. It's basically a full body workout. Like you could get a good session in the gym lifting some weights and stuff, or you could probably get just as good of a workout in the pool for health benefits. Not necessarily for building muscle. If you want to build muscle, obviously you're gonna need to lift some weights. But as far as if you just want to get in better shape, swimming in the pool is just as good as working out to me, in my opinion. And it also includes a little bit of cardio in there. So you're kind of getting like more bang for your buck. You're getting a muscle workout and a cardio workout all in one. It can improve your muscle tone, weight management, mental benefits, stress relief. There's all kinds of reasons why you should swim. If you want to get better at swimming, if you want to compete in a triathlon, you should be swimming. If you just want to get an overall better, if you want to improve your flexibility, this is a big one because like swimming, you're having to open up your body a lot. This is going to be good for like lengthening that, for stretching, opening up your chest, things like that. It's good for that. And then if you're trying to rehab, you got a bad knee or something, you need to rehab it. Swimming's good for that. Or just doing like running exercises in the pool. So there's all kinds of like cross training for other sports and activities that swimming can be beneficial for. So that's why you should swim. And then reasons why you shouldn't swim are again, like barriers to swimming, like a lack of a pool, lack of an open body water, water phobias. There are some like alternative fitness activities that can provide similar benefits to swimming. So, like cycling, low impact aerobic exercises like running, walking, rowing. These are some alternatives that you can do if you can't swim or you don't have access to a pool or something to that effect. You may not want to swim if you have certain like medical issues. So if you're not cleared by your doctor, obviously don't swim. That's kind of a given. I mean, yeah, there may be certain scenarios out there where some people may swimming may be unsuitable for them, but I'm gonna let y'all determine that for yourself. And then again, it all comes down to personal preference. Yeah, you may not like swimming, so obviously just don't do it. You don't have to do it. I honestly don't like swimming. I'll be honest with you. I don't like it. It's hard. And I think that's the reason I don't like it. Is because I'm not good at it. I suck at it. So my goal now is to get better. Like I want to get better at it to the point to where I actually enjoy it. Because I ain't gonna lie, my swimming workouts are whooping my butt right now. I don't know if most of y'all know this, but I signed up for an Ironman. And in an Ironman, you got to swim 2.4 miles. That's a long way swimming. So I got to get good at it regardless. Like I got to learn. So I've been practicing a lot. So yeah, if you've never tried swimming before, I highly suggest it. It'll humble you really quick. It's very hard. You have to develop the technique. You have to practice it. In my opinion, swimming is like, it's kind of like playing golf. Nobody is just naturally good at golf. You got to practice that junk. You got to be, you got to practice a lot. You do it a lot, do it often, be consistent with it because it's not natural. Nothing about swimming is natural. The human body is meant to stand upright on your feet. Your feet does most of the work because you propel yourself forward with your legs. You're standing vertical. You're meant to breathe. Like you can breathe whenever you want. Swimming, like changes all that. When you're swimming, you're horizontal. You can't breathe while you're swimming. Most of your propulsion is with your arms. Like swimming is completely unnatural to humans. Humans are not supposed to be in the water. They're supposed to be on land. Period. You can't convince me otherwise. It's kind of been fun learning this whole new sport of swimming. Actually, I've been learning all three. I've been learning swimming, cycling, and running because I've never done any of them. So this whole triathlon journey has been very new to me and very different. I've completely changed up my training altogether. Like I'm only strength training twice a week right now, which is crazy to me because I've been strength training 5 to 6 days a week for the past 9.5, 10 years. As y'all can tell, I'm taking this whole triathlon thing serious. I really want to do it. I want to complete it. I want to be able to say I am an Ironman at the end. That's kind of the whole goal. If you don't know what an Ironman is, I suggest you to look it up. It's basically just a really long triathlon. Yeah, it's one of those bucket list items, something that wasn't on my bucket list until this year, but it's one of those things that a lot of people kind of have on their bucket list. It's like a marathon. Everybody always says they're going to run a marathon one day. Well, this is a marathon on steroids. You literally run a marathon in an Ironman. Yeah, that's all I got on swimming for y'all. Try it out. You will be shocked at how bad of a swimmer you are. I promise. It's a lot harder than you think. So yeah, y'all let me know. Y'all try it out. Get you a good workout in. Get some good cardio in. And until next time. Oh, wait. I forgot to do the quote with y'all. Let me do it real quick. So the quote I have today for y'all is, life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. I'll say it again. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. So as I've gotten older, I've kind of developed this mindset of that's life, like in quotations, that's life. Because a lot of little things happen throughout your day that could really tick you off or really make you upset. But I've kind of developed this mindset of that's life because I just learned that life's not fair. Everything's not fair, period. Like it's not. And most of the time, you're going to be on the negative side of things. So you just got to say, hey, that's life and move on. Like it's going to happen. Bad things are going to happen to you. Good things are going to happen to you. The good's going to come with the bad. I mean, that's just how it is. Or the bad comes with the good, whatever. But yeah, it's how we react to these situations. Yeah, I could stub my toe on the door and it's going to hurt. But why would I get all ticked off and be throwing stuff around the house mad when it's already happened? Like I kicked my toe on the door and it's hurting and it's already happened. That's in the past. There ain't nothing I can do now to change that. I can't go back in time and unkick the door. I can't. So why am I just going to get ticked off? Like it's almost one of those things you just want to kind of laugh it off and move on. Yeah, you're going to be hurting, but don't get all ticked off. So that's kind of how I've been. Just little things like that. Yeah, I think most people would benefit from taking a step back when something happens, take a deep breath, and really think about what happened and think about how you should react to it. Or if you would be happy about how somebody else reacted that way to you. So, for example, if you got a wreck, say you hit somebody or somebody hit you, they rear-ended you. Yeah, you can get ticked off and say, oh, well, you wrecked my car. You got to pay for my car, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's true. They're going to pay for your car. They're going to get you. Hopefully they got insurance and they'll get you hooked up. But at that point, there ain't nothing you can do from them to make them unhit your car. So why get so mad? Like you're going to get your car back. It's going to get fixed. So there's no reason to just be rude to that person, to be hateful to them and get all in a knockdown and drag out with them. Because it's going to happen. At some point, you're going to get a car. So think about if you was if you were in their situation, if you was to hit their car, would you want them to be all mad and ticked off at you, yelling at you, cussing at you, saying, "Oh, you broke my car," blah blah blah? No, you wouldn't want them to do that. So you need to take a step back and do the same for them in your situations. So it's all about how we react. And this can affect your mood so much. You could have, because like a lot of bad things can happen and you could just be in a bad mood for the rest of the day. And that's going to ruin, you could let one little simple thing like that ruin your day. So why are you going to let something that happens in a few seconds of your day ruin the other 23 hours and 50 some seconds of the day? Like, that's stupid. So just think about how you should react to it. I mean, yeah, you can be mad. I ain't gonna say don't be mad about something. If something happens to you and it ticks you off, be mad. But only be mad for a short period of time and then put it to the side and move on. Like, give yourself maybe 5 to 10 minutes max and then move on from it. There's no point to be frustrated all day about it and let it ruin your day, because guess what? There ain't nothing you can do about it now. It's already happened. So just move on. Try to have that positive reaction to it, and your life will be so much better, I promise. You'll be so much happier. Just tell yourself, when you stub your toe next time, just say, hey, that's life. That's going to happen. Or when somebody rear-ends you, that's life. You got insurance. They got insurance. You'll get it fixed. You didn't look at it on the positive side. Say, yeah, my car may be broke and I got to get a new car, but I didn't die. I come out safe, or I come out healthy. There's always a positive to every negative. Yeah, you could get mad that you stubbed your toe on the door, but guess what? At least you got a toe. That's the positive. You got all 10 toes. You could be missing one. So just be glad about that. It's all about how you react. Yeah, sorry, I kind of got off on a little tangent there, but that's all I got for y'all today. Thanks for joining in. Peace, love, protein. We out. Thanks for tuning in to the Fitness Beginner Podcast. We hope you found today's episode helpful and inspiring. Remember to always start small, set realistic goals, and most importantly, have fun. Don't forget to tune in next week for more tips and advice on how to kickstart your fitness journey. Until then, stay active and stay healthy.